Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Peak to Middle School. My name is John Cole Stephen Farrar, and I am here with Kyle Onderstafford.
Yes.
You ready to take this quiz?
Let's do it.
So, a week ago?
2 episodes ago, I think.
2 episodes ago, Kyle decided to create a 10-question quiz, and the goal was basically to try and stump me, because we know each other pretty well.
I could have tried a little harder to stump you. I just wanted to make you think hard. And apparently you got everything right, so...
Yeah, so I basically, the goal here is not to just create an average, like, get-to-know John quiz. This is like a quiz that no one really should know other than potentially you or maybe my parents. Okay. But, like, my point is no one else on the planet would probably be able to answer these questions as well as you.
Oh, God, that's a lot of pressure. Okay.
So, all right. First question. What's a thing that I'll never be able to do but really want to do?
I can think of so many.
A, attend my own funeral. B, know what it feels like to be a girl getting railed. C, eat a piece of deep dish pizza in space. And D, all of the above.
I think it's all the above.
Are you locking it in?
I mean, are you really going to say, like, I don't want to know what it feels like to get... Yeah, I'm going to say all the above.
All right. There you go. Don't doubt yourself.
All right. All the above. Locked in.
All the above.
God, that was going to really piss me off if you picked one of those three.
I know. So originally when I was writing that question, I couldn't decide. Like, I wanted both to attend my own funeral. I really want to do that. I think it'd be cool to see what people have to say, but also knowing what it feels like getting railed. But then I had to, like, I can't just do two of them, so I had to think of a third thing that I really want to do too.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be cool though? You're in a space, you're eating pizza, like, or whatever your favorite meal is, and you're looking at Earth.
Dude, but like deep dish pizza in space might be a lot. Like, think about it. It's probably just gonna float around because it's mostly sauce.
Well, it's mostly like meats, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know. Actually.
Depends what type you get.
I haven't had a good deep dish in a while.
You've had Chicago style, right?
That's deep dish.
Yeah, I've never been to Chicago. So
I've never been to Chicago either.
Oh, but you had it in New York.
I've had New York style pizza in New York. That's
different.
Yeah, it's way better.
What? But you've never had Chicago style. So
I haven't, but I've had like some deep dish pizzas, and it's just...
Wait, what is New York style?
Regular.
Oh.
What you think pizza is New York style.
Oh, I thought like you came back and told me like, oh, yo, I had this like fucking thick pizza.
No.
You never had really, really thick pizza?
No.
Oh, I swear. Dude, that's weird. I have like a vivid memory of you describing like this thick pizza.
I don't know. I haven't had much thick pizza. I don't know what you want from me.
All right, okay.
Was it DiGiorno? Because that's thick.
No. Like, I remember the story too. Like, you told me you were sitting in a booth and you got this pizza and it was like the cheese was really melty and it was really thick and there was like layers of meat.
I don't know,
and you
man.
said, I remember you were like, yeah, I was using a fork because like I couldn't pick it up.
I sure that does not sound like me. I don't use forks for pizza, regardless of what it is.
Okay, yeah, maybe it wasn't you, but all right. Number 2. What was the first thing I ever stole?
Oh.
A, Rajon Rondo basketball card. B, a Yu-Gi-Oh card. C, a big eraser. And D, Lego Star Wars Game Boy Advance game. Do you want to view your options?
Yeah, let me look at it again. Okay. Rajon Rondo dude, these are just so specific. How did you think of these? Rajon Rondo basketball card. Okay, I'm gonna say big eraser because that's the first thing that popped into my brain. Is a big eraser?
Wrong.
Is it the Rajon Rondo card?
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Nope.
Lego Star Wars Game Boy Advance game. Wow.
I stole Lego Star Wars and I still have it. And the kid I stole it from, I went to school with my entire life. And I never have told him that I stole it from him. I went on one play date to his house. I stole that shit. I felt guilty and I've never got the balls to tell him.
Do you think you'll ever own up to him?
I don't know. Someone recently, like I was telling this story to someone and they were like, you should give it back to him. Like he'd probably like that. And I was like, I don't know. Like, what do you think? At this point, should I just keep it, or is it the right thing to do?
I mean, is he realistically gonna play with it? I don't think so.
No, but do you? It's more of like a moral thing at this point. Do you think that he would appreciate if someone stole something from you in elementary school?
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I don't know what happened to my Pokemon Emerald game.
It's just gone.
It was gone, and it's made me sad for years. So if someone has that, yeah, maybe you should give it back to him.
Yeah. Except I just feel like
it's just weird. You don't talk to him.
At this point, it's weird.
Yeah.
But
But hey, do
also,
it.
the game sucked too. That's the thing. Is like I played it for a day. I didn't even want it.
Ugh. He probably didn't want it either. He didn't care enough to ask.
True. Number 3. Which sauce do I think is the most overrated?
Barbecue sauce.
Pesto, Alfredo, ranch, or aioli?
What the? Pesto what?
Alfredo, ranch, or aioli?
Oh, I've never heard you discuss any of these sauces.
I have discussed barbecue, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's the most overrated.
Wow. I mean, to me, 2 of those are overrated, and
Which one?
it's ranch and pesto. I'm gonna go with pesto.
Wrong.
Fuck, is it ranch? Damn it. I've
Yeah.
never heard you talk about pesto. I don't know why I said that, but pesto is overrated, I think.
I like pesto.
It's good, but it's like people are like, "Oh my god, pesto." It's like it doesn't taste like much.
Pesto's in the same club as like avocado toast, kind of. I feel like in Seattle, people like obsess over pesto.
Mhm.
I mean, a lot of places, but I agree. I think it's good, but I don't think it's anywhere near top tier.
I agree with you. The ranch trash.
Dude, it's like sour.
it's
That's
not
the
good
thing.
at all.
I don't know
People dip their pizza in it. Like, what are you doing to your pizza?
I'll eat it. Like I can eat it
I
if it's
won't.
there, but I think if ranch was 30% sweeter, it'd be a lot better.
Okay, I agree.
Damn.
All right.
All right. This is a tough
I'm batting 333 right now.
one. Number 4. What is my favorite video game of all time?
That's hard.
A. Call of Duty Black Ops 1. B. Pokemon Emerald. C. CSGO. Or D. COD Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2.
Wrong.
What?
Black Ops 1, dude.
Dude, you're lying.
I'm not lying. I've been very
Shit,
open about
dude.
Black
That's
Ops
frustrating.
1, best game.
I
of
knew it
all
was a
time.
COD game. It was one of the ones that I never played it.
You didn't play
So I never
either
knew
of
which one it
those.
was. Fuck,
Yeah.
man. I feel like a bad friend.
No, I mean these
All right,
are
1 for
these
4.
are hard. All right.
We'll get up to 50%. I'm gonna go off right now.
All right, in elementary school, I kissed a worm because
You thought it would impress a girl. That's what it is.
Do you want to lock it in?
Yeah, no. Keep going.
My friend Trey dared me.
Okay.
B.
Believable.
The girl I liked thought it would be funny.
That.
Yeah. Yep. Do you want to hear the other options
what
that
are
I
the
came
options?
up with? I just felt a connection to this worm. Or D. I lost a game, so the kids made me do it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. You're pretty confident on that one.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. 6. What is the quote that has been hanging above my bed since 9th grade? So I have 4 quotes here. A. You don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. B. When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. C. Sleep. Sleep is for those people who are broke. I don't sleep. I might miss the opportunity to make a dream become a reality. Or D. You don't need it tomorrow.
These are all quotes that John has around his room, and I just don't know which one. I don't look on your ceiling.
I just want to go on the record and say I don't
believe all of those
agree
quotes.
with some of those anymore. And some of even the ones I agree with, I've got to a point where I'm like, why do I want this on my wall? Like this just looks too edgy. Like
It's very edgy. Yeah. Can you read those really quickly again, or can I see them?
yeah, you can just see them.
I'm gonna go with sleep because that would make the most sense. You look up at your ceiling and you're like, I don't need sleep.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that actually was my mindset.
Yeah.
It was like every day when I wake up and I'm a maturing guy who only got 4 hours of sleep because the school system makes me wake up at 6 a.m.
Yep.
And I also have horrible gaming addiction at nighttime.
Yep.
I'm going to see that. And instead of realizing that my developing body probably needs sleep to grow and be the healthiest version of myself, I'm going to mentally force myself to get up and then feel terrible for weeks on end.
Yeah, that's the best thing you could have done.
Yeah. Cool. Number 7. Who is my favorite YouTuber of all time? A. FaZe Jev. B. Penguin Zero / Critical, because he has multiple names that he goes by. C. Karsten Runequist.
Never even heard of
Or
him.
D. Danny Duncan.
All right, I'm gonna go with Jev.
Yeah.
I think you told me that before.
Fucking Jev. I have watched every video Jev has ever posted. And that's like
Shout out Jev.
months of my life have been watching Jev.
Damn.
I love him.
Why don't you marry him?
I would love to,
Cool.
but I can't because he's fucking married, Kyle. You think this is a polygamous state?
Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
I literally can't score.
Well, must be a good goalie.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, if you ever hear someone say that, they're not a good person.
What?
Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score.
Oh, yeah.
If someone ever says that in a serious way,
dude, I think
they're not a good person.
Anytime if there's like a scenario where someone seems like they're taken, I don't know how there's ever a scenario where you can like
think it's okay
be encouraging someone to go like after them when they're clearly taken.
I agree.
You know?
Unless the person maybe that they're with is like horrible to them,
or
and it's like you're edging like, hey, you would be a lot better, or maybe she would like, I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe if like she herself or some other person has been like, yeah, like or if she has made it clear that like they're breaking up or something, or that there's issues and that they're kind of done. But even then, just wait till things are official, you know?
Yeah, if they're like breaking up, then it's like maybe wait a day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, 8. Wait, what are you at right now?
I have no idea. 3, I think.
1, 2,
yeah, 3 for 7.
Yeah. No, 4.
Yes.
4 for 7.
All right.
Why did I change my first Xbox gamer tag from Kamikaze Ferret to Exotic Narwhal?
I know this.
Okay, A. I got bullied since I spelled ferret wrong, and I didn't like getting made fun of, so I changed it. B. I just wanted a new name. C. Xbox forced me to change it because the word kamikaze is offensive. Or D. My family friend's dad works at Microsoft and saw my name and thought it was offensive/vulgar, so he made me change it.
Oh. That one sounds... Wait. I was going to say C, but then that one... I'm going to go with C. Is it C?
C? Yeah.
Okay,
it is
okay.
C.
Wait, what was the... There's some connection to that last one.
Yeah,
What
so
was
that was a kind of a tricky question because later... I had to, my like, you know how you had like a bio and or you could like have little info under your name, like your city or whatever, and like little bio. All of mine got like permanently like, I couldn't change it for like a year because it got banned, and it would just say code of conduct because I had like offensive, or not offensive, but like things about like dick or like balls or like boobs or something in my description. And then I went to my friend's house and signed into my profile because we were going to play together, and then the dad apparently later that night or something must have saw it.
Wow, then he reported you?
I guess he fucking snitched on me.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, we don't talk to him anymore.
Yeah, good. That's stupid.
Number 9. Oh, but by the way, I did also get bullied for spelling ferret wrong, but that wasn't necessarily the motivation to change it.
Yeah.
Number 9. Which of these movies did not make me cry? Little Boy, Creed, The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, or Into the Wild?
I'll be honest, I've seen none of those movies. I'm going to go with Boy in the Striped Pajamas because I think we watched that in school, and I'm just going to guess that you didn't cry during school.
I cried during that, not during school, though.
Okay.
I mean, it's about the Holocaust.
I mean,
pretty
it's
sad.
I would cry too, but just I feel like I would be less likely to cry at school.
Did you ever cry during high school? Like on the premises of the campus, did tears ever come out of your eyes?
That's a good question. I don't remember it ever happening. I probably got close.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Probably got a test back and then got a lump in my throat after I saw I didn't do well or something, but I don't know. I'm trying to think. I've seen people cry all the time.
Yeah.
I remember someone, dude, one time, this was stupid. One time they made us take our tests backwards.
Why?
My 9th grade like English teacher made us take our test in reverse because she was worried about people cheating or something.
Oh, yeah.
So we went up the Scantron in reverse, and this girl at my table like forgot or something and started doing it the whole test in regular order, but she was doing it in reverse.
The test was reversed,
yeah.
But the Scantron she was going regular.
Or vice versa. I don't know.
It's kind of the teacher's fault. It's a confusing thing.
And I remember she noticed like halfway through and just immediately started crying, and I was like, I feel really bad for you.
Dude, I get so much like PTSD or just anxiety when I think about specifically like standardized testing days.
Oh.
The days where like you show up at school and there's like a proctor, or like you can just tell the classroom is set up in a way where it's like not normal school.
Yeah.
And then you sit down and they pass out those intimidating fucking booklets.
It's just a thick ass packet.
Dude, and they're like it looks like something you like make it an insane asylum where
and
it's
they have
just
a
like
certain smell.
It's just light blue and there's no like creativity to the outside of it. It just has like a letter on it.
And it's like it's not very like bold text. It's like kind of like washed out. You know what I mean? It's like just very light.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't look good. And it has a certain smell. Oh man.
I can just I literally can picture like the SAT like math questions and how they looked.
Yeah. God, that sucks.
Standardized testing is okay. This is something. Can I just rant about this?
Go for it.
Or do you want to do the last question and then I can?
Okay, let's do the last question.
Why do I dislike Go-Gurt? Okay. A, don't like the taste. B, don't like the smell. C, don't like the texture of the yogurt coming out of the tube combo. D, it makes my farts smell horrible.
All are very plausible. I think all are true.
Yeah, but it's why do I? What do you think?
I mean, they must.
What's my thing?
It's got to be it's got to be the farts.
It's not.
Is it the farts? Is it the tube?
It's the tube, dude.
Yeah, it's coming out of the tube.
I hate that fucking.
Dude, you know what the move was? Is freezing him.
Yes,
yeah. You never froze him?
Well, I'd tried at people's houses, but it felt weird. It just felt weird because I had I don't know, man. There's something about yogurt stuff coming out of a slimy tube like that. That's pretty it should be eaten with a spoon.
I mean, when I think about it now, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
gross.
Do you like Danables?
No, you shouldn't drink yogurt either. I don't know what that was. That was disgusting.
Wait, was it Danimals?
Danimals.
What is that even? But like Dan was.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is
I don't know where Dan came. It was an animal.
Maybe it was just made by Dan, and he was like, "Let's just name it Danimal."
I never thought about that. I don't know,
dude. But those. Wait, so you didn't like those?
No,
I loved them, but looking back, it's so weird that they were like this big.
Yeah,
like you drink it in one shot.
Yeah, I mean, what about Lunchables?
Yeah,
you like those?
Don't tell me you didn't like. You never liked Lunchables.
I did, but I look back and if I were to eat a Lunchable, I would throw up.
Matt sent a photo of him with a Lunchable like 2 days ago.
God, well, which one was it?
It was like, I think it was the ham and cheese.
Oh, that's the worst, dude. No, that ham is just not good.
I think that ham is as far as any company can get from meat.
Yeah.
Like that's as far as anything can get from real meat and still be allowed to be sold.
It's closer to other meat probably than it is to ham.
Yeah.
And it's called ham. Also the pizza, that's also gross because it's just that little like bite-sized pizza and you're going to put this like trash-ass sauce that's in a little baggie and then you're going to just dump a couple flakes of cheese that they give you and then like some pepperoni. Like that's it.
Dude.
That's disgusting. It's not even hot. It's just it's the cold raw ingredients of a pizza not heated up and they expect kids to eat that. And they do.
And they love it.
I guess. I never did.
And every single individual part of the pizza Lunchable sucks, but somehow magically when you put them together, they're amazing. I would never eat just the pepperoni, just the sauce, or just the cardboard thing.
Yeah,
but I would eat them all together. Are you supposed to like heat them up? Like, do people do that?
I'm sure it would have been better if it was heated up, but I don't think you were supposed to because then it requires a microwave.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I don't want to forget. I wanted to rant about the standardized testing thing. I just hate how the school system like bases people's intelligence off of. So I was listening to this podcast and they were talking about how there's like, I forget the word, but there's like the school intelligence, which there's a word for, analytical intelligence, something like that, like intelligence that you would need for school to like process information and to do math or reading comprehension. Like all those fall under one category of knowledge.
Okay.
But then there's intelligence, but then there's emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence is an entirely different skill set, but oftentimes I would say is equally as valuable.
Yeah, definitely.
If you understand why someone talked to you that way, or if you understand, they're frustrated, maybe I
like social cues.
Social cues and just emotionally knowing like how not only how you feel, how other people feel, how people interact. Like there's not a single class in high school that's like called like learning about love. Like genuinely, I think I'm serious. I think a class where or just literally call it fucking emotional intelligence or something and just have kids at least learn the basic. I mean, obviously
you could do it in like health class maybe.
Yeah, have it be a segment or something. Because I know, obviously, if you go to college and you study psychology, that's people who really, if you become a psychologist, that's your specialty is like emotional intelligence, I would say. Mm-hmm. But in high school, they judge every kid based on only one type of intelligence, and a lot of people just aren't built that way. Like a lot of people might not be good at school at all, but they're incredibly emotionally intelligent, and as a result, they can navigate the world better than someone who is really good intellectually but like can't talk to people or something.
We should have my sister on again, because she was actually telling me the other day, she's like, hey, if you want someone to come back on the podcast, I'll come back on. I said, sure. I mean, she's a teacher, so she'd be able to answer some of these questions. And I'm sure she has some very strong opinions about how the schooling systems are.
Yeah.
And she could help us with me understanding. When I was trying to explain how math is done now, it was just so wrong how I explained it.
Did she hear that?
No, I don't think she has, but if she did, she would be like, that is so far from the truth. But
yeah.
I don't know. No, I agree, though. I mean, I think it is really dumb that, like, the SAT, it's just based off of, like, school smarts and stuff like that.
And I mean, I get it. You need some way to, like, categorize. You have to have some way to judge, like, this person's probably overall smarter than this person.
But so how could you judge emotional intelligence, though?
That's a really good question.
It seems like it's more of a life situation thing rather than, like, just in a booklet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you just
observe
every
I don't
kid.
know. If you're in, like... if you're in college for psychology, I'm sure they still have testing about, you know, certain situations. This person does this. Like, how do you react? Or how do you... I don't know. I don't know. This is way above my knowledge, but it just is weird that, you know, there's so many different ways to, like, measure people. And, like, people can be gifted or just, like, talented at things that are way beyond what you see at first glance. Like, there are people who maybe aren't talented at school at all, or maybe they like struggle with most things, but then they just like, I don't know, you've heard stories of people who like have this one very niche thing where they're just insane at it for whatever reason. Or like the people who are human calculators.
Yeah.
I saw this guy on TikTok the other day. They just ask him anything, literally any math equation, like square root of anything or divide anything by anything, and he just knows it.
Dude, I want a photographic memory. That would have been so sick.
Yeah.
You just can read a page and it's just like, it's locked. I don't know if it's locked, but you definitely retain more knowledge. Like, you can see it.
Yeah, dude.
That would be so sweet.
It's like, if you have just a gift like that, you're just naturally predisposed to like, and it is, I'm not saying this is a bad thing and it's not your fault. Like, there's people that just, the same way that someone is privileged, like how I'm very privileged with the life that I have, like a good family, grew up in a very fortunate area, like I'm extremely privileged. And the same way, someone who like has just a natural gift like that, that's like awesome. They're just like, from the get-go, you have this gift that can't be taught, and it's not like it's not a crime, and it shouldn't be a crime. It's just a thing. It's like, you get it. Some people don't get it. But then when you think about that, it also kind of makes you sad, because it's like some people just get fucked in the lottery of life.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people do.
A lot of people just get fucked.
Yeah, that's when you have to sit back, and no matter what shitty situation you're in, you have to realize that your life could be so much worse, and you are lucky for what you have.
But then I think about that, and then like I keep think about that and taking it to the extreme, and it's like, there's people out there who there's not many people that have a worse life than them. That's what's crazy.
What do you mean?
Like, there's some people out there whose lives are like
bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, and I don't mean like in terms of value, like their life just in terms of their circumstances,
and it's not necessarily their fault either.
Yeah, a lot of times it's not their fault at all, but it's like some people genuinely, like, it could not get hardly any worse.
Yeah, and that's really sad.
And that's so sad. And a lot of those people are people that we probably don't even, I mean, there's some in our own country, but there's also a lot of them that we have no access to really like learn about or like help that much.
Yeah. And that's why it's good to help people out, because no matter how bad you think your situation is, there's probably someone in a worse situation that could use help, or at least just some helpful words or something. There's just, I don't know. We got to like be better with each other.
My dad the other day tried to stop a robbery.
Okay, yeah, I want to hear the story.
You want to hear the story?
Yes.
So, also, we should get Steve. We should get Karina soon.
Okay.
But we should also get Steve sometime too. But so on Father's Day, so like Sunday morning at like 8 a.m. Pretty early on like a Sunday morning, but he went to Home Depot apparently.
That's his Father's Day morning.
Yeah, this is from his recount, so take this with a grain of salt, but he said he was walking in and he heard a bunch of screaming and yelling and like, stop, stop, stop. And as he was walking in, there was a guy walking towards him with a full cart, like stacked to the brim of like new tools and expensive like stuff that you can sell. But he said the guy wasn't running. The guy looked very calm, just walking out normally.
It's probably the way to do it.
And all the employees were like, hey, stop, stop. And then my dad was like, hey, stop, man. Like, they're talking to you, stop. And my dad said he just walked right past my dad and just walked out to his truck. So my dad started like following him, like, yo, man, like they're yelling at you, like, stop. And then he realized like this guy didn't give a shit. And so then like, and the employees apparently are trained, like they're not supposed to engage when someone is stealing something.
Not supposed to
like they're not supposed to like go actively like chase them down or like grab them or anything, which is like it's stupid.
But it makes sense though, because
yeah, I mean if they had a gun or something, you don't want.
Yeah, and it's not their. It shouldn't be the person who's probably making way less. It shouldn't be their responsibility to take the burden of this.
Yeah,
it just feels wrong that like it's their responsibility. Even though it's not their stuff in the store, it's like Home Depot.
It's the company they work for, but
yeah, but their company doesn't give a fuck about them, though.
Well, I know, but it's like my point with that is when you don't do that, then people. The employees said people steal shit all the time.
Yeah, no,
they just walk out, and the employees just stand there because they can't. They're not supposed to do anything.
Yeah, basically what I was saying is like it shouldn't be their responsibility to like fucking chase someone down and like tackle them and like.
Yeah,
put him into submission.
And that's why they don't, because like you never know. Like the guy could be a fucking crazy person and just whips out a gun and like shoots them.
I mean, to walk out with a full cart of things is pretty psychotic.
Yeah, so but I actually the other day I read this article that I think in different parts of Washington and different states as well, where this is like a rule where you don't, if someone steals anything, you don't stop them. But now it's becoming a huge issue because now criminals know that, oh, these particular businesses don't do anything, and the cops usually don't do shit either. So now people are more confidently stealing things.
Just get like a security guard or something. I don't know.
Yeah, true. That's
I'm
probably
sure Home Depot can afford it.
Yeah. But anyway, so the guy walks out to his truck and then hurriedly throws all the shit in the back, hops in, and speeds away. And Steve was kind of thought he was a hero because he as the guy was loading up, he yelled the license plate number to the employees so they could write it down. And he actually still has it memorized somehow.
Damn, okay.
So
you want to shout it out?
Yeah. But then this is where Steve gets dumb, okay? I love my dad. He's like, yeah, looking back, like he's like, I'm pissed. I should have chased him down. He's like, I should have hopped in my truck, followed him on the highway, and then I would call the cops and say that there's that I'm following like a burglary or something. Or he's like, you know what? Actually, the cops probably wouldn't come if I told them that it was a burglary. So he's like, I'm going to tell them that it was like an armed robbery.
Oh God, no.
So because then they would come, then they would start to come. And then when they get there, then I'll just tell them like, oh, sorry, it was miscommunication.
I was lying about the gun. It's actually my gun.
Like, Dad, it's a horrible idea. Also, just the fact that like you shouldn't chase him down, Dad, because the guy could have a gun. Like, you never know if someone has a gun, so oftentimes just probably don't fuck with them.
And it's probably not worth his time to go chase this guy down. It's not his store.
That's not how he views it, though.
I get that. I think that generation, like...
It's like a moral thing. It's not like this is mine or that's their problem. It's like, this is a bad person. We all team up and get them.
Yeah. Does that make us bad for, like, not wanting to do something about it?
I think it's just
it's a generational thing, but I think that his generation would probably frown upon us being like,
oh, too bad.
Not my problem. Yeah, because, I mean, why should I chase him down? I didn't steal it. He stole it. I would call the cops and I would shout out his license plate number, I guess. But
I think the idea is it's like why not do a good deed if you have the opportunity to do a good deed?
Because he's got lumber to buy. Steve had to buy some lumber probably. I don't know.
True. No, I mean, that's what he ended up doing. So,
good. So did this guy end up getting caught, or he just got away?
Not that he's been Googling it, but hasn't found shit. So
damn, bummer.
Yeah,
could have been a hero. Could have taken him down. Imagine just
Steve,
because there would have been like security footage, and your dad could have got a copy of it, just like make a home video out of, and he could have just taken down this guy and then like put him in a just submission, like a rear naked choke.
My dad is actually like an ex MMA specialist.
That's the scary
I had no
thing.
idea.
Is like I've heard stories of someone's getting their car stolen, and it's like John Jones's car. He just like that's the wrong.
Wait, John
person.
Jones was there?
Well, I know there was a story where either someone stole a purse from someone nearby and John Jones was there and just like kicked the shit out of this guy, or they tried to steal something from John Jones, and he's like, dude, I'm John Jones.
Yeah.
And it's happened to a few UFC people I know.
Well, yeah, I've thought about, imagine you're like in a bar and you're like, someone's drunk and like tries to get in a fight with someone, and it turns around and it's like,
that's why you look at ears. You always look at ears.
Oh, I never even thought of that.
Yeah, bro, if you see cauliflower ear, you're like, let them have whatever they want.
Yeah. Yeah, because even like an amateur, like someone who literally just did wrestling in high school,
they already have the upper hand.
They already have an advantage on like 99% of the population.
Yeah. Well, it's like that. Do you remember when that Oklahoma player was, Oklahoma football player, that fight in the bathroom a while back?
No, what happened?
It went viral like, I don't know, 4 months ago. It was this guy from Oklahoma. I think he was like the holder of the year. Okay. Apparently that's an award. I don't know.
Okay.
And he was in the bathroom, and he was him and his buddy were they just looked like the two douchiest dudes ever. And they were like kind of pushing these two other guys, and they were like saying like, hit me or whatever. And one of the guys already kind of had a bloody nose, and this dude had cauliflower ear. And I don't think the guy realized.
The little guy.
The smaller guy had cauliflower ear. And all it took was like one push, and he's like, him and his buddy looked at each other, and they're like, all right. And they just beat the shit out of these guys in the bathroom. God. They were on the floor.
Wait, they're all on the same team?
It was 2 versus 2.
From different teams?
No, it was just 2 guys that played on the Oklahoma, or one guy played on the Oklahoma football team, and then his buddy, and then just 2 guys at a bar.
Oh,
it was just at a bar.
Oh, okay.
And
I thought it was like in the locker room.
No, and these 2 little guys just beat the shit out of them.
Yeah, dude. That's why the more I've been watching MMA, it's not a lot, but just watching like a fight here and there, part of what's so intriguing to me is like, I mean, as with any sport, you don't realize how complex it is until you like start to watch it more and like try and understand it. Because if you don't try and understand a sport, that's when it doesn't seem that much. But as soon as you start asking questions like, oh, so why did he put his leg there at this moment? Like, then you start to open up this whole world of shit where you're like, wow, this is really fucking complex. But also, what's so cool about that is that in MMA, a little guy can beat a huge guy, like, if he's perfect.
Yeah.
If the little guy's perfect and the huge guy's not perfect, the little guy will, like, always win. Which is crazy that, like, a tiny dude can just beat the fuck out of, like, a 6'8", 300-pound dude.
That would be such a cool feeling. Where this guy's looking down on you like, I'm just going to squash this little shrimp. But you've got cauliflower ear and you got hands.
Yeah.
And you just give it to him.
How humiliated would you feel if you tried to get in a fight with a guy that's like 2 feet taller than you and he just destroys you?
If I tried to fight a guy that was 2 feet taller than me?
No, if you were tall and were trying to fight a guy way smaller than you.
All right, so if I fought a 3'10" guy
and he just
lost,
annihilated you, you had to tap out.
I would feel really bad. If I lost to a 3'10" guy in a fight, I would feel really bad. Yes. I would hope that there's not a 3'10" person on this planet that can beat me in a fight.
Okay, maybe I'm talking if you were like 6'9".
Yeah.
So if you were 6'9" and they were 4'9", that could happen.
I don't know.
That could happen.
4'9", dude. 4'9".
How tall is Nate Robb?
He's my size. He's like my height.
So he's like
5'10". I think he's like a little shorter than me.
Oh shit. So who's like? Is there athletes that are like?
Dude, 4'9" is like you're a dwarf. You're a little person. If you're below 5 feet, you're legally a little person.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Or maybe it's like 4'10", but
yeah. Well,
no, dude.
you don't think a little person that's really good at MMA could take down a 6'9" person?
I don't. Who's the 6'9" person?
That's
Do they
true.
have just no coordination or
it
skill? They just gotta lay on him. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not true. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think that there are any 3'10" people that are beating me in a fight.
That's true. I would agree with that one. But yeah. Nope.
I think that I could beat well, I have no MMA training actually, but a 7'10" guy, if he's really slow and he's got bad knees.
What, you think you right now versus a 7'10" person? What do you mean? Well,
I'm just saying there's a path. If I can get him onto his knees, then he's my height.
and does he have basically the same skill set as you?
Oh, no. If he has the same skill set as me, there's no chance I win. But
Oh, you're
I'm just
saying
thinking like
he's,
you're
awkward.
7'10", you're probably slow and kind of awkward. I could chop you down like a tree until you're just on the ground.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can.
I wonder if like humans are slowly getting bigger and like taller and
Yeah, when's 8 feet going to be the norm?
well, yeah, and like you know how right now when you hear stories of someone who has like a genetic disorder or something where they're like 7'9", and then, I mean there's some people that are like 7'4", and that's natural sort of, but then there's other people that are really tall, but it's like almost it's
gigantism.
It's like gigantism, and their bodies just don't function very well, and they usually don't have very long lives. I wonder when it's going to transition to the point to where like people are just naturally getting bigger to where you can be 7'10", but your body still works as it should and is still like healthy, rather than being 7'10" and you're like dying when you're 30 because your heart can't keep up or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Like-
when did we start? When was like 6 foot not tall? I mean, 6 foot's like taller, I guess.
Yeah,
But-
6 foot is like a little, like I don't know. Like if someone says, "Oh, I'm 6 feet,"
Yeah.
no one's gonna. It's just like, oh, it's just kind of like.
But like 100 years ago, if you were like 6 feet, that's probably like what 6'5" is, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think people. I think 5'10" would have been tall for back in the day.
Oh yeah, I know. I wonder
Like,
how
short
many
were
hundreds
these
of years.
people? Like in like 1490.
Yeah, I think they were like 4 feet tall.
So those people might be able to beat me up because they got just real life strength
Oh yeah,
and like survival
yeah.
strength.
They got farmer strength.
Yeah.
Well, maybe were there
Um,
farmers like. No, they're
Yes,
at a time.
they
No,
farmed.
there was a time before farmers, though.
Oh yeah, but it was before 1490.
Okay, but
How
what,
else are
what,
they getting
what do you
food?
call someone though? Like a nomad? Like
If
before
you're,
a farmer
nomads are
became a
people moving around,
Yeah,
going place to place.
But the first ever farmer was probably a person who like had had land that they claimed
Yeah.
as their own, and
Lord, maybe there were lords and serfs and peasants or something.
Whoa!
What are serfs? Serfs were like
Now I want.
they were like the workers, I think, and then
Yeah.
lords just didn't do shit. They just owned land. They were just born rich, and that's it.
Sir. Like, do I spell it like
SERF.
Oh, okay. An agricultural laborer bound under the feudal system to work on his lord's estate.
Yeah, the feudal system. That's right.
So the first ever farmers were actually serfs. Well, there was probably people before them. Wait, I want to look up the feudal system because now I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm sure it was pretty much just slavery.
A feudal system, also known as feudalism, is a type of social and political system in which landholders provide land to tenants in exchange for their loyalty and service.
Yeah.
So slavery.
So yeah.
We give you a place to live, but we don't pay you. The term feudal system is often used in a much more general way in political rhetoric to indicate an outdated exploitative system of government.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got...
Good thing that's gone.
So they got the kings. They got a king, then a fief and peasants.
Fief?
Yeah.
The fuck is a fief?
FIEF. Fief and peasants.
Fief.
Then there's loyalty lords and military aides.
Wait, so peasants were
Wait.
above lords?
I don't know. No, they weren't, but this is just really confusing me. I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's all right.
But anyways, you got the show yesterday.
I did.
I got the show the other week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really confused because ever since I got the show, all I see on TikTok now is fucking MLB highlights and the show highlights. That's all I get. And
Yeah.
I've never searched anything baseball on, and I know that the algorithm works in a way where like it knows the things that you interact with.
There's a way to trace it back.
Yeah, but it's like, it's weird because I don't really send. It's not like I copy the link or like send you a ton of baseball things.
I mean, we've been texting about the show.
I know, but like, are they that deep in?
I don't know. We should start. We should just have like a random thing that we start texting about and talking about on the show, and we'll see if they can get it. What should we do?
Wait, what do we?
Like Hulk hands.
Hulk hands?
I don't know if those are even gonna pop up anymore. Like, what's something that's like?
Well, actually,
that's like around.
Hulk would be bad because I'm already doing the superhero stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And there's already a bunch of my algorithms.
How about Gogurt?
Oh, Gogurt. How about just yogurt in any type of...
All right, yogurt.
Gogurt.
Yogurt. Wait for the yogurt to show up.
Yeah, so I'm really into yogurt. I'm thinking about buying some new Gogurt.
I would love to buy yogurt and Gogurts.
And Greek yogurt.
Yes, Danimals.
I would love to see videos and ads about good yogurt.
What do you think yogurt TikTok's like?
Dude, there's definitely a yogurt TikTok out there.
Yeah. People just doing weird things in yogurt. Are you doing yoga eating yogurt?
That should be like there's goat yoga.
Your Goga.
Goat yogurt yoga. Goat wait.
Go yogurt.
Goat yogurt yoga. Goat yogurt yoga.
So how would we combine that? Go your yoga. Go yoga. Go yoga.
Go yoga.
Go yo yoga.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh shit.
Well, that was stupid.
Yeah, so guys, just start talking about yogurt. Start commenting about yogurt.
Yeah. We'll see when they pop up.
We're
waiting. We know.
What's funny is it had to have been over 2 years ago now, or maybe like a year and a half ago. But at some point, we must have mentioned something about Kyle's socks and Kyle's birthday thing, because to this day, people still leave reviews and they mention Kyle's socks. And all I can think of is that it was someone who's like just now finding the show and they're listening to an episode, like episode 30.
Yeah.
But it's funny because we don't even remember the reference.
No, I asked somebody because I kept getting DMs about it, and they were saying like at the end of one of the really early episodes, I said, hey, for anyone who's still watching this, tell me you like my socks or something. And I guess that's it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what episode it was, but it was early.
There's also the whole birthday thing, how every day is Kyle's birthday.
Yeah, I don't know.
So everyone be sure to wish Kyle a happy birthday in the comments down below.
No one wished me a happy birthday on 7 Mai, on the Norwegian Independence Day that Matt declared my birthday. Yeah.
Damn, so everyone's missed Kyle's birthday.
Yeah, I know. I didn't
year.
want to say anything about it, guys, but it's
wow.
You guys missed my second birthday.
Who's to blame? Is it them or is it Matt? Is Matt supposed to take the lead and then everyone else follows behind?
I'm gonna go ahead and blame Matt because he even photoshopped something that says May 17th is my birthday, and he blew it.
Wow.
But he might have had a migraine around that time. He may have been down for the count.
When was it?
May 17th.
Speaking of, guys, you should go leave a review on the Apple Podcast app if you haven't already. Rate us 5 stars and write a little nice thing. It'll take you 10 seconds max.
Or you can toss your fan question in there too.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Speaking of messages from people, we actually got a great one the other day. I'm not going to say this person's name because I don't know if they want us to, but they said we can read it on the show. It is a dude. And so we were talking about the other day how... Amazon has that new Amazon thing where it's basically just a little closet people can go cry in. And I was saying most people have just cried in the break room. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. So this person says, so I've never cried in a break room due to being a tradesman and never having a break room. But once when I was doing home renovations for an independent contractor, I was very stressed out over life things and I was installing a big mirror in the bathroom. The last one had already broken due to me making a mistake. So I was in my head about this new one. I got it up in place and felt great about it and had the homeowner come in, and as soon as she walked into the bathroom, it fell on the floor and shattered shattered all over the floor. That fucking sucks, dude. You broke the first one, and you're like, you got it up, and you're like, all right, we got it. You want to come check it out, and shatters.
Dude, I just keep going.
There's more. She looked at me, and I immediately began bawling like a baby. I mean, hard crying. I sat on her toilet right in front of her and continued to bawl. This woman literally left her house, and 5 minutes later, my boss called me asking if I was okay because she had called him. I told him in a shaky voice that I would never do another mirror again, and I'm going home. After we hung up, I stayed in this woman's house for 45 minutes, unable to gather myself. She came home and asked me to leave. Needless to say, I was a very low moment in my life, but now I can laugh about it all the time. Left the job a few months later for other reasons. And bonus story, he tried to hang up another mirror at his current job not long ago, and that one also broke.
Bro.
So he's done with mirrors.
This man just needs to stay away from fucking mirrors, dude.
Dude, but just imagine like some just a grown man is working in your house, installing something in your bathroom, and then it falls on the ground and shatters, and then he just breaks down and he's sitting on your toilet crying, just bawling, and just can't gather himself for 45 minutes.
Let me first say, I feel you, dude. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're not laughing at you. And it's good to hear that you can laugh about it now.
Exactly.
But we've all had moments like it's one of those things where everything is already shitty and you're on your last straw. And it's like you're trying your hardest to keep things together. Like one time, shit was going horrible, had a really terrible week, and I was trying to keep it together. And all that happened was I dropped a water bottle on the ground, and I started crying right there. I was like, I didn't even pick it up. I just stood there and cried. I was like, you know what?
Yep.
Too much.
We've all been there, but yeah, I mean, when it sucks when it's in front of other people that you have your breakdown, because sometimes, I mean, like you just can't control it.
Yeah.
And a lot of things could have been happening in your life, so that sucks. But dude, just the visual of just a man crying on a toilet in some stranger's house, and then she's like, "Hey, can you leave?"
And he had to clean up the fucking shattered window too.
Twice, 2 mirrors.
Oh, a mirror, not a
in the same bathroom.
Wait, did the first one shatter or the first one just broke?
Yeah, so the first one shattered.
Maybe not the best installer of mirrors.
Seems like mirrors just aren't your thing, and he understands it because he's done another one and it also broke. Mirrors seem tough.
At least he knows his strengths and his weaknesses.
Yeah, mirrors are the weakness.
Yeah.
Strengths, other things.
Yeah.
Showing your emotions.
Yeah.
There's your strength.
That's awesome. Yeah. Do you have any vivid memory you'd be willing to share of a moment where you just were like, not anything too depressing, but like a moment where you just like lost it?
My old laptop. Well, first of all, I was going to say this laptop was slow as shit, and I know there's multiple times where I would just lose my mind because it was being too slow and I wanted to just throw it across the room. But now I have a specific memory. Okay, so it has a touch screen, and I was writing an essay, I was writing my resume because I was applying for jobs, and my cat is like walking up to my screen, and she loves to like rub her face on the corners, and she rubbed her face and just exited out of everything, and I saved nothing, and I was so pissed. It was like a big application too, and it was like pages and pages that I had to do.
Bro.
Oh my God.
Your fucking cat.
I lost. I closed my laptop and I was like, nope, not doing this today. Figure it out later.
I've had to say sometimes that is necessary. Like a lot of times if you have something just keep going wrong, there's some days where you have to just say, I don't give a fuck. I'm supposed to do this today. I am not doing it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that would like infuriate me.
I know, and that's like I'm
thrown my cat.
Like I'm not gonna take it out of my cat. I think I just like kind of pushed her off the bed. I was like, to get away from me.
Yeah.
And then I just raged by myself.
So like Adobe Premiere is notorious for crashing. It's like literally I'd say it's probably the most common video editing program on the planet. Like it's the main thing that most people use, which you would think means it would be the most reliable in terms of performance, but it's actually not reliable at all. And it always has this thing where like it just randomly will say Adobe has stopped responding or whatever. And one time I like when I was editing for Typical Gamer, it's like each day I had to finish a video by a certain time, and it got to like 3 p.m. and I was almost done, and it just fucking crashed, and I hadn't saved for like 3 hours.
You don't have autosave on?
Well, then I set it. So you can choose how often it autosaves, and I didn't realize, but mine was set to autosave like once every 6 hours or like very rarely or something, and it crashed, and then I had to redo it. But I remember when that happened, because as soon as it happened, you know, like it says it pops up, and you're like, well, I'm fucked. It happened. I turned off my computer. Once it crashed, I turned it off, and then I just walked outside and I walked down to the trail thing, and I just like started walking. Like I was just so mad I just had to move. I had no direction. I didn't even have my phone.
Just took off.
Nothing. I just took off and left.
Damn. I mean, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you guys ever have any stories you'd like to share with us, feel free. DMs are open.
That's something I actually want to encourage you guys. If you guys have any breakdown stories that you're willing to share, whether they're kind of funny or maybe a little sad.
Yeah. Everything will be anonymous if you'd like it to be.
Yeah. I'd love to get at least like 5 or 6 you guys to send us your breakdown stories.
Yeah. We love a good breakdown. We'll break down your breakdown.
Do you want to hop into the segments?
Let's do it.
All right, friends. Today we have A and F of the week. Kyle, who aced it?
So I got a couple. One of them is Carl Nasib. He's an NFL player. He just came out as gay, so he's the first openly gay NFL player. So that's really cool. Like one of the big points he made in the video of when he was posting it was he doesn't want it to be a big deal, and this really shouldn't be a big deal, someone coming out, because it's just like, this is just who I am, so why does it need to be a big deal? So, but like it's weird because he had to do it, but he was basically saying that he wants to get to a point where we shouldn't have to do that. And I agree, so that's good.
Yeah. I know, like, it would be so cool if society got to a point where you don't ever need to say whether or not you're straight or gay. It's like you just are whatever you are, and if you are with a partner that's same sex, okay, and if you're not, okay. Yeah,
it just kind of sucks that people feel like they have to declare it for everybody else to know. Just, I don't know. I mean, if you want to do that, that's cool, but his point was basically like, it just shouldn't. Hopefully that can be the norm where we just don't have to do that.
Yeah.
So that's the goal. And my second one is the Love Island cast has just been released. By the time this is out, the show is probably starting to air, which I'm pumped about. But there is this one lady who will be on the cast her name is Shannon, and well, she loves sex. All right. So here's a quote from Shannon. I am very sexually active. I have sex like 8 times a day. Not every day, but I have a lot of sex. I am very sexually active. I had sex in the morning yesterday, then in a toilet, then in the afternoon.
In a toilet?
Okay, so she's British, so toilet means bathroom.
Oh, okay.
So in a bathroom.
Okay.
Then in the afternoon. I quite like a bit of rough and tough. I kind of like it rough, and I love a bit of morning sex. I love it.
Wow, so Shannon really loves it.
Shannon loves it 8 times a day.
Have you seen what Shannon looks like?
She's hot.
She's hot?
Yeah.
So
good for Shannon.
Yeah.
I mean, good for Shannon either way.
Yeah.
My thing is, dude, 8 times a day. That's a lot of times a day.
I feel like that wouldn't be that fun anymore.
No, it's got to start hurting. I don't know. Either her satisfaction is not being met, or it is very much being met and she can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
So
feel
kudos
like
to Shannon.
There's got to be some like science behind if you just orgasm all the time. The orgasm's got to slowly get worse and worse, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe not for Shannon. Who knows? But Shannon's my early favorite, I would say.
Yeah. The clip of so Shim has talked about this clip before, but Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he was a fucking bodybuilder, there's this famous clip of him in the gym when he's like in his 20s and he's lifting and like someone's filming him and he goes, you know, the feeling, like I get the same feeling of an orgasm that I do when I get the pump. And he's like, imagine, he basically was saying that's why I'm so good at this, because imagine if you felt the way I did when I got the pump. Like, it's literally, he said, I think he even said sometimes better than sex. Like, to him, it felt that good to get a pump.
That's interesting. Maybe he's just wired differently. So maybe she's just wired for sex.
I don't know if he meant that it literally feels like an orgasm or if he just meant like he likes the feeling of a good pump. But wait, why did I say that?
I don't know.
Oh, because wait, I don't remember. I was going to tie that in somehow.
Maybe it's like his biological makeup.
Yeah. Maybe she just has better orgasms in general.
Yeah. So I'm jealous of Shannon. So
yeah.
So good luck to Shannon and good luck to the guy who's going to have to keep up with that.
Cool. Well, mine is it's 3:33. Make a wish.
All right.
Did you make a wish?
Not yet. I'm thinking. Okay.
What is it?
I'm not going to tell you.
That's dumb.
Won't come true.
Okay. This 111-year-old Australian man's longevity secret is clucking strange. I hate when they do these puns.
Wait,
basically,
what?
This old man, his secret to life was he would always eat chicken brains.
Ew. What?
And he claims that that's kind of his thing.
Okay.
Australia's oldest ever man has included eating chicken brains among his secrets to living more than 111 years. He's a retired cattle rancher named Dexter Kruger. Dexter Kruger on Monday marked 124 days since he turned 111, a day older than World War I veteran Jack Lockett. So anyways, this guy eats chicken brains, and he claims that that's partly why he's really healthy. I've never tried them, but I think it's probably also just genetics.
I was going to say, in reality, probably just genetics. He's one of the people that got lucky for longevity.
Would you rather have the gene to where you naturally live a long time and you're not really predisposed to that much cancer in the family, or genetically predisposed to like your physical appearance to where you just have like really big muscles and you like generally are pretty toned without trying?
How long do I live that way?
Long, but maybe you still have like heart disease in the family, or eventually you get fucking colon cancer or something.
Then I'll probably take the longevity one.
Really?
That sounds way better than getting cancer, yeah.
But I mean, everyone at some point gets...
Yeah.
Like, does anyone ever just die of genuine, like, old age?
I don't know. That's why I don't understand. Because I feel like it usually turns into something because of old age. Like, you're just so old that it's just
then
everything
something fails, which then is, like, something.
So I think that's, like, natural causes, I guess. But
yeah.
Regardless, I mean, the act of, like, something failing in your body and you dying is pretty scary.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Okay, well, who failed, Kyle?
I was having a hard time finding a good F this week, so I'm going to give it to the rest of the world because they're going to get absolutely demolished by the U.S. basketball team. Because so far we have Damian Lillard, James Harden, Devin Booker, Bam Adebayo, Kevin Love, Draymond Green, Jason Tatum, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Chris Middleton, and Drew Holiday have all committed to the team.
Wow.
And they're just going to absolutely shit on some teams.
Is Kevin Love still Olympic caliber?
I don't think so, but
it's kind of like I think surprising.
They needed some size, and he's experienced, and I think he's been in the Olympics a couple times. So
yeah, I mean, he's good to have.
He's a good dude. He's good for mental health. I remember he spoke out about mental health. So shout out to you, Kevin.
Yeah,
and your mental health.
Well, I got another F that I just thought of, F for the whole world as well.
Okay.
Because this summer is going to be the hottest summer in the last 200 years, and it's also going to be the coldest summer for the next 200 years. Apparently.
So global warming.
Yeah.
Real, right?
But like we're fucked big time.
Yeah, well. I think we've
been fucked.
Been fucked, yeah.
It's really cool knowing that we're just living on a planet that is probably just going to be fucked at some point.
Yeah, and
it is nice knowing though that it's not like hopefully in our life. This is very selfish and dumb.
No,
but like it's kind of nice knowing that I'll be dead by the time it gets really bad.
I agree. There's a little bit of comfort in that, and I'm not gonna, I'm gonna try to do my part to conserve this earth. But at the end of the day, a lot of people just don't even think it's a real thing. So
yeah,
there's kind of no hope.
All right. Well, my F this week is a couple things. But before I say what the actual F is, Bill Gates, I learned, I think he owns the most farmland out of any particular person in the entire country.
Farmland?
Bill Gates is like one of the biggest he supplies all of the, not the chicken to McDonald's. He's maybe all the flour or something.
Oh, God.
Bill Gates is like, basically, I didn't even know this. I just learned that he is trying to like monopolize like everything.
I mean, yeah.
Just as Jeff Bezos is, but I guess Bill Gates owns like a shit ton of farmland across the country and is just buying everything out.
It's kind of scary.
But anyways, so there's this new Oregon law or potential law that seeks to ban meat.
What?
In Oregon. And it says, as you may have heard, Bill Gates has been buying up farmland across 18 U.S. states through various subsidiary companies. All in, he now owns about 242,000 acres of farmland. He's also a longtime promoter of GMOs and recently started calling for a complete transition from meat to lab-grown meat and other fake and unnatural food sources such as protein-rich microbe found in Yellowstone geyser. In a Yellowstone geyser. I always say that, dude. And
geyser.
Geyser seems like it doesn't sound right to me. I don't know.
Geyser.
Seeing how Gates always promotes solutions in industries that he has financial investments in, it's not surprising that Gates insists synthetic beef is a necessary strategy to address climate change. Having co-founded the startup of the imitation meat company Impossible Foods. Other investors included Google, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. Okay.
I don't know what the
So,
fake meat though.
Potential. They're trying to literally ban real meat to where all the meat. And I also saw this video from this, like, I don't know, investor guy. And he said he thinks within 10 years that all of the meat in the U.S. will be like fake meat, like veggie meat, or like synthetic lab grown meat, where it's still technically like it is meat, but they've developed the science to where they can just create it synthetically. So it's not like you're eating plant-based, like you are eating meat, but it's not from an animal, it's from a laboratory.
I it's
so
I don't
weird.
know. How can that be good for you? I don't know. There has to be something that comes along with that.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't just grow food in a lab.
It enough, and I hope that's not going to get passed. But like, imagine you live in Oregon,
Dude.
and they're just like, hey, so it's all got to be Beyond Meat now.
I think I'd start hunting. I would be like, I don't want to shoot anything, but I will to get real meat.
Yeah, I don't know. So
Ugh.
that's my F for this week. But anyways, I will say though, I do think there is something. I have heard that like the synthetic meat will help improve climate change.
So that's good.
So like that's good, but like real meat would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I prefer like an actual cow.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me, but
all right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Peak to Middle School. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, guys?
yeah. Yay. Nice.
Cool. All right, Kyle, where can they follow you?
At Kyle Stafford 36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Merch at PIMS.store if you want this cool hat or that cool shirt or some hoodies.
You guys can follow me at Hey Narwhal on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also subscribe to my other YouTube channel called Hey Narwhal, where there's videos every other day. And with that being said, patreon.com/PIMS Podcast. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Peace.